Every day, millions of people go to construction sites to build something important. Buildings, roads, homes, places where life happens. But behind this progress, there are real stories. Stories of accidents that changed lives in seconds. Today, we will look at some of these real events from different parts of the world and what they quietly teach us. Hard Rock Hotel collapse in 2019. A building under construction in the United States suddenly began to fail. Workers were still in situ and parts of the structure collapsed. Dust filled the air. The structure gave way. What was meant to become a hotel turned into a disaster site. Later, investigations suggested that structural issues and construction problems played a role. But in that moment, what mattered most was that lives were lost. When we look at accidents like this, it's easy to think they are far away from us. But the truth is the risks are often the same. Davenport scaffolding collapse and another project. Workers were standing on scaffolding high above the ground. It looked stabilized, felt routine. Without warning, the structure failed in seconds. The platform they trusted was no longer there. Scaffolding is something see every day on city, and that is exactly why its danger is sometimes underestimated. Not all dangers are visible. Some are silent, waiting for the wrong moment. Boston trench collapse in a city street. Workers were inside a trench doing their job. The ground looked normal. Nothing seemed unusual. But suddenly, the soil gave way. In just a moment, tons of earth collapsed inward. The space that once allowed movement became a trap. Rescue teams rushed in. But time is always critical in situations like this. Some risks move slowly, others happen in seconds, and some are always moving around us. Sydney crane collapse on a construction site in Australia. A tower crane stood over the project, lifting materials high above it. Was part of the daily work, but something went wrong. The massive structure lost stability and collapsed. The fall caused major damage to the surrounding area. Heavy equipment like this power but it also carries serious risk if something is not right. And sometimes, the danger doesn't come from machines, but from above. New York falling debris incident in a busy city. Work was happening high above street level. Below, people continued their day unaware of the risk above them. Then constructing debris fell. A simple moment, but one that could have been prevented with proper protection. Working at height does not only affect those above, it affects everyone below. These stories come from different countries, different projects, different teams, but the causes are often very similar. Weak structures, missing protection, limited communication, and sometimes just one small decision. Safety is not only about rules written on paper, it is about how we think, how we act, and how we care for each other on site, because every worker has someone waiting for them at the end of the day. Real accidents do not start as big disasters. They begin with small moments, a missed check, a small shortcut, a quick decision, but those small moments can lead to consequences that last a lifetime. Thank you for watching. If this video made you think, share it with your team, because awareness can save lives and safety is everyone's responsibility.